Halo 2 felt like a perfect sequel. There were so many things I loved about the first Halo, but there was a lot of things that clearly could have improved, and I feel like Halo 2 capitalized on everything. The story, or the development of the story, I should say, is amazing. It really makes me want to continue playing, and the whole time I was going through the story, I just got more and more excited for Halo 3, since I know there is an original trilogy. With that being said, the story was immaculate. It was so good. Arguably one of the better story campaigns I've played, just full stop. I loved that we dove deeper into the mind of the Arbiter and the Elites and the Covenant and their kind of civil war that they had going on. By no means am I a Halo expert. I made that explicitly clear in the previous Halo video. I even asked to try to keep negative comments to a minimum, and you guys were extremely just awesome and nice about it. Everybody was very encouraging about me even playing the game with a friend. That's exactly what I did with Halo 2, and spoiler alert, it's exactly what happened in Halo 3 as well. But Halo 2 was awesome. I thought in the first Halo that the gunplay needed a little work. Well, perfect. Halo 2 definitely capitalized on that. I also felt like in Halo 1 the story needed to be a little bit deeper. Halo 2 brought that to the table. It's just awesome. I love how you're going to play a few missions as Master Chief and then a few missions as the Arbiter, and back and forth until they eventually meet and you're more or less fighting on the same side. The only critique that I truly have is that, in my opinion, the missions where you play as the Arbiter did not seem as fun as the missions where you played as Master Chief. I don't know if this is just something that I feel is happening, almost like a pseudo reaction, but I feel like Master Chief, like the regular weapons, the Marine weapons, the human weapons, are more effective on the Flood than the Covenant weapons. Every time we were playing as the Arbiter and we would encounter the Flood, I felt like there was literally nothing I could do to take them down. Meanwhile, when we played as the Marines and Master Chief, I felt like I could mow down waves of the Flood with no problem. Maybe it's a skill issue. It probably is a skill issue. That's just something I noticed along the way. Another thing that I noticed was the graphics. A huge upgrade. What you're seeing now is clearly the remastered version, but as I played through the game, I swapped back and forth from the old graphics and the new graphics, and they looked incredible. Halo 2, the remastered version, is one of the most beautiful games I've ever played, full stop. I mean, just look at this cutscene. Everything about it is perfect. I mean, it just looks amazing. And this isn't even a new game, so to speak. Like, I feel like even games today don't look as good as this Halo 2 remake does. But it was beautiful nonetheless. And I definitely watched all of the cutscenes in the updated graphics, but I tried to play most of the gameplay with the old school, so to speak, graphics. As you play through Halo 2, you start to learn more and more about the Covenant Civil War and how most of the Covenant is basically just following blindly, not realizing that the leaders and the rulers are basically just full of crap. I think it's a really cool dynamic that maybe wasn't touched on as much in the early 2000s, and I don't know, I just really enjoyed that kind of dynamic of the game, where we should hate the elites, and come to find out they're dealing with a power struggle all of their own. Another element that I didn't really associate with Halo would be the horror genre. Yes, obviously Halo is not a horror game, but as you're going through some of these levels and it's dark and you can't see and the Flood is chasing you, it kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies, kind of sends a chill up and down your spine. And that's something I didn't really expect from Halo. As you guys know, I just recently got an Xbox, so I'm going through all sorts of games that I haven't been able to play before, like Gears of War and now Halo. And growing up, I never really thought Halo anything of a horror game. I always thought it was just kind of a space fantasy game. That's kind of all I really thought about the game. I didn't have friends who had an Xbox or anything like that, so I didn't know too much about what Halo really was. But I've been pleasantly surprised by the level of gore and horror that is actually in the game that I just completely did not expect. And I'm really interested to see how that theme kind of follows through to Halo 3. But overall, I loved Halo 2. I thought it was such a fun game, and I was honestly a little bummed out when it was over. But we immediately booted up Halo 3, so expect a Halo 3 video coming out as soon as this video is all wrapped up and gets through its week-long cycle. Out of the two that I've played so far, Halo 2 is obviously above Halo 1. I definitely like the arcadiness of Halo CE, but the Halo 2 just feels like a fully fleshed out game, and it was just so much fun to play. So as of today, I've only played Halo CE and Halo 2, and I definitely put Halo 2 above CE. That's about all I have for Halo 2. Thank you guys so much for the kind words of support. We are at 375 subs, so we're still pushing towards our 400 sub mark. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys, and stick around. Halo 3 and the rest of the just Halo games in general are on the way. Thanks. Peace.